Howdy friends, and welcome back to Toy Box Nostalgia. I'm Douglas. In this video we're going to be tearing open the absolute brand new 2024 Man-At-Arms from Mattel's Turtles of Grayskull toy line. That's right my friends, thanks to some random eBayer we do have this in hand. So we can now do an unboxing, a close look, a review, and some comparisons. If you're new to Toy Box Nostalgia, you love to see more content like this show up into your newsfeed, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It truly helps out the channel. If at the end of this video you decide you like the content of this video, please consider hitting the thumbs up. That really helps out also. Drop a comment below letting me know what you think of the Turtles of Grayskull toy line and this specific Man-At-Arms. Will you be purchasing these? Will you be collecting these? Or taking toy photographs of these? I'd love to know. Thank you so much for watching my friends. I'm going to catch you after this quick break. Here it is, my friends. Let's go ahead and tear it open. Alright, look at the amazing packaging. This is not unlike the packaging that we saw with Donatello. This is just Man-At-Arms, which is really cool. He's not mashed up with anybody. He's just Man-At-Arms. And this apparently is what Man-At-Arms looks like in the Turtles of Grayskull universe. We do have that really nice blister holding everything together. We can see a comic book back there. We see the action figure. We see the top of the club. And we see this really nice sticker here. It says Masters of the Universe, X Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Up here it says Turtles of Grayskull Man-At-Arms. Really, I'm really digging that background. Oh, it's so cool to see that. Even though it was just different colors, it's just cool to see. We have a little Mattel logo down here on the right, if I could get that to focus. Flipping over to the back, we see this crazy painting right here. Look at this. So this is Man-At-Arms fighting Krang in his android body. And this is what Krang in his android body apparently looks like in the universe of Turtles of Grayskull. That's super cool. I can't wait to get that action figure. And then here we see, this is just such a great action pose here of Man-At-Arms. Just holding his shield right here. About to just destroy him in the face with this club. I feel like the way that the android body swinging I guess that's a mace. The club's definitely going to hit him before. So, plus there's a shield, you know. This guy doesn't really have a lot of protection here, does he? He doesn't have any shield. So, anyways, looks awesome. Absolutely beautiful painting. I don't see any spoilers in any of the paintings on here yet. Let's take a look at the cross sale. We do have Donatello, Leonardo, Man-At-Arms, and He-Man. So I don't think we have any villains in the first wave. That's kind of odd. Maybe it's, I don't know, it just seems odd unless He-Man, because he's purple and he's mutated, maybe he's a villain? I don't know. We'll have to find out. This is the only action shot that it shows right here is removing the shell, which does have a turtle pattern on the back from Man-At-Arms back. As we see here, this is the international version, meaning that the comic book is not, unfortunately, going to have any words on it. Here's the barcode in case you need it for some goofy reason, and let's go ahead and tear this open. Start from the bottom here, be kind of gentle. Just slide my thumb around. Cool. Let me do the same thing on the other side. Alright, so we're going to pull out the comic book. Turtles of Grayskull, my friends. The Turtles of Grayskull are here, and it's a thing, and we have it! It's so cool to me. I absolutely love the fact that Mattel and Nickelodeon have teamed up to do this, and especially the fact that Mattel is making these action figures. It's just, something's going on here. I'm in the Bizarro universe. I don't know what's going on. Here's the comic book. It's the same exact comic book that we got with Man-At-Arms. So if you haven't seen that episode yet, I can flip through here and you can pause these if you'd like to take a look at these. Very nice. It's crazy how nice this is. I love the way that the turtles are drawn too. It's just so cool. I'm really hoping that we get a plain set of Ninja Turtles from this toy line because Mattel Ninja Turtles would just be awesome. I feel like Mattel has made Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff in the past, but I don't think they made action figures of them. On the very back, we do have that same cross sale with those awesome paintings right there. Why can't we focus here? Okay, Leonardo, He-Man, Donatello, and Man-At-Arms. Very nice. Unfortunately, I really wish that there were words in there, but this is all I had access to. So, taking a look at the action figure inside of the plastic bubble, we do have some bands here across the wrists and the ankles, so I will be right back after these messages while I cut the action figure out. Okay, so this is the entire spread. This is everything that came out of this package, minus the extra plastic bubble. They are both, in fact, recyclable. Take a look-see right there. You can see it's PET1. That's awesome. Thank you, Mattel. Let's take a look at the action figure first. Once again, like, it's exceeding expectations. Mattel, thank you for making this, and this is absolutely incredible. This is a work of art to me. So this Christmas, by the way, is the 40th anniversary of me having Man-At-Arms. I got my Man-At-Arms in 1983. I was 3 years old. And 40 years later, I'm holding this. That's crazy. This is beautiful. Let's take a look at the paint application and details first. Take a look at that face. Oh, that's so great. I love that. The helmet is a nice rubbery feel to it. It has gold, a charcoal on the bottom, and a blue at the top. He has fur back here, which is nice soft rubber. Hard shell shield on the back. We have a rubbery feeling armor on his left shoulder. The armor over here in the front is rubbery feeling and has loads of detail in it. Looks amazing. He's wearing samurai armor, right? That's so cool. The samurai like these block his legs from being hit with swords and such. The belt looks awesome. Like, the detail in it looks awesome. Very typical Origin style. And if we remove this, we probably see another belt inside there, which we will do. Take a look at those boots. I think these are like the nicest boots I've seen in Mattel Origin stuff that I have. Anyways, but technically I really only have the Filmation Cartoon Collection stuff and Buzz Off, so I don't have much to compare it to, but take a look at that. Because he's dressed like a samurai, I'm guessing that's why they gave him tabby boots. As we see there, looks incredible. We have the typical samurai armor here protecting his left leg. And as we noticed from the shell up here, like, this is absolutely a turtle shell. Look at those rivets. I think that looks fantastic. And then we also have this armor over the knee here, his left knee, which dons that really cool turtle shell style with the rivets. Looking amazing and incredible. This helmet really looks like a samurai helmet to me. And the really cool part about this is, I don't know if you all remember or not, back in 2003, I'm fairly certain that Mattel released a samurai version of Man-At-Arms. And the weird part about it was, I think it was 2003. Yeah, I think it was early 2003, and the armor, the samurai armor, was just placed on top of Man-At-Arms armor. Kind of looked a little bit goofy to me. I think that's considered the 200X or 2000X line. I didn't get into that line. I came in like at the end of Classics. Back into the collecting of this and the toy photography stuff. But this looks absolutely phenomenal to me whenever we think about Mattel sculpting and Mattel toys. I think this is great. This is great. This is like they're letting their sculptors just let their imaginations just go crazy. And this is fantastic. So as far as the accessories go, we do have this club right here, which again is the top or the bottom of the club that Donatello is holding, and we will piece that together. That was in fact shown in the teaser images or the promotional images, and I was really excited about that. I'm really excited to check that out. And we do get another foot armor piece here for his right foot. Actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure this goes on his arm. Let's take a look at the directions, because that strap is too small for a leg. Yeah, see, it goes on his arm. I'm dumb. Probably should have read the directions first. The strap fits really well on the arm. All right, so let me just buckle this baby in, and we'll take a look at articulation now. The articulation is probably going to be typical Mattel Masters of the Universe Origin style articulation. But, you know, there's a lot of armor on this action figure, making it kind of bulky, so it might not have the same articulation that, say, the Masters of the Universe Origins, the original Man-At-Arms that came out probably won't have the same amount of articulation as that action figure, but it still should be good enough for us. So this is great. There's the new piece of armor we got on there. Amazing. Let's start with the head. So we do have a ball joint for the head. The head can look down really far and can't really look up at all. Can look perfectly straight, but this this fur right here not being real fur, it's the back of the helmet's just kind of pressing against it. That's okay. Let's use this arm to test the arms. So we do have the typical Origin style peg here. As we see, the peg hole goes down towards the pelvis, and that, typical Origin style peg, so we could swap the stuff out. Let's see, so moving the arm up right here, we have a single hinge in the arm. Looks good. And obviously the hand is a peg. So we do have a hinge right there, and it's a real working hinge, not a fake hinge like some of the DC Direct stuff that I have. And that is great. So we don't have an ab crunch right here, which I think is typical with Origins. We do have the waist swivel, and the waist does come apart, so that you can swap parts with these. Let's go ahead and take a look at what this looks like without the samurai armor here. Very nice. It's all one solid color right here, the loincloth and the belt. It's all just a typical gold color. This part is a nice, soft rubbery feeling samurai belt with leg protectors. Let's snap this back on. Very simple, very easy. Let's use this leg, the unarmored leg, for this. And we see that nice ball joint inside there. And this guy can swivel, can go up and down, and yeah, that's very, very nice articulation for these action figures. Going down to the knee, we have a swivel at the knee, and we also have a hinge right there, so we can, in fact, do running poses and squatting poses and such. Very nice. And then the boot comes apart, typical Origin style right there, typical Origins peg. It says R2. I don't know what R2 stands for. Maybe some Star Wars fans out there might know. And then taking a look at the foot, we do have a hinge on the foot and a nice rocker. So if Man-At-Arms is standing with his legs spread apart, he can in fact plant his feet flat on the ground, which is absolutely amazing. This action figure looks crazy to me. So one thing you may notice about Man-At-Arms here is that the skin suit isn't green. It's like a blue color that has green in it. To my eye, I'm not sure if this is picking it up, the camera's picking it up, but it's definitely more blue than it is green. And I don't remember him ever having this colored suit before. I don't, because the Serpent Claw Man-At-Arms, I believe, just had a really dark, like bluish green, but more green, like a pine green almost, skin suit. I don't think I've ever seen one that's this blue before. I think this looks fantastic. Let's go ahead and remove the shield here. And as we see, there's the armor piece that comes off right there. In case you want to take all of this off, we could do that quickly. We will just pull it over this way so I can show you the articulation in the head here without the armor. Okay, so it seems like he still can't look up very far at all. So here's him looking straight, and then up about that far, down really far though, which is cool. And as you see, there's just typical ball joint and a peg. Mine has weird green splashes of paint or yellow paint on the inside here on the chest area. Not sure what that could be. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe the reason this person had these on eBay, as I speculated in the previous Donatello videos, that maybe this was a QA issue and these were pulled like essentially out of a dumpster. I don't know. Snapping that in is so easy. I love that. It was hard to do with my Skeletor. My Cartoon Collection Skeletor is really hard to put the armor back on because there were two of those. And one of them absolutely did not want to snap into place, but that was very easy with this action figure. Super duper easy, super awesome. Let's take a look at that shield. There's the handle on the inside. There's the turtle shell design right there with the rivets in it. Oh, it just looks really cool. I like how the these bands right here go around to the back. Oh man, that's awesome. Go ahead and put this in his hand. Oh, that's it. He's holding it. He's holding his shield, and he's ready to battle. I think in the picture that we saw, though, he was right-handed. So let's go ahead and put this here. And we'll take a look at that picture again. I got the package sitting right next to me, and he'll hold the club down to here because he's definitely going to be swinging it. Holding his shield close to his body. So he's twisting right here. He's holding it this way. He's ready to go. He's ready to fight and battle. This thing is like on this side for some reason. So it's like off, oh, because it's off center, because maybe it's twisting with his body. And then we're going to snap this back in. He really doesn't like to hold this this shield. I don't know what it is. I think it's the armor actually that's doing it, but yeah. And then he's not looking that much. He's kind of like this. And yeah, he's ready to battle, right? Look at that. We got him to do it. Kind of. So these are the woes and struggles that we have to go through as toy photographers when we're dealing with low articulation. I don't have any complaints about toys, to be honest with you. And when I see somebody complaining about toys a lot, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't agree with it because they're toys, you know? They aren't made for toy photographers. They're made for kids. They're made in the spirit of toys, especially when it comes to Playmates or Mattel or Super 7. They really have like that spirit of the toy, essentially, like the love of the toy. I don't know, it's not for toy photographers. I understand that lack of articulation is kind of a pain in the butt when you're taking photographs of the stuff, but we just can make do. Plus we have Photoshop. Kids don't have Photoshop. Maybe in their brains they do. I don't know. Here are the directions right here. You can remove the head, the arm, and this piece right here as it showed. You can remove the hands. You can break at the body, and you can also remove the belt here with the sash or whatever you want to call it. And then the two boots right there in the armor on the left side. Okay, so with the little lines up here on the helmet, you see right here, he stands at pretty much exactly 6 inches tall. Okay, so let's do a little bit of comparison with some other Man-At-Arms action figures. Okay, so here is a comparison of the Turtles of Grayskull Man-At-Arms on the right, standing next to the Mattel Cartoon Collection Man-At-Arms on the left. Alright, so here we have the Mattel Turtles of Grayskull Man-At-Arms standing in between the Masters of the Universe, Masterverse, Revelation, Release 1 on the left side and Release 2 on the right side of Man-At-Arms. Obviously the Origins one's going to be a lot shorter because the Masterverse is a different scale, but I think these look really good together. And finally, take a look at how massive this weapon is once it's pieced together. That is huge. And they're probably the reason why it came in 2 pieces with each individual action figures, just because that obviously wouldn't fit in the blister of the toy itself. So I think these look absolutely fantastic. That weapon is super epic, and I love Man-At-Arms, and obviously Donatello's everyone's favorite Ninja Turtle. I love the fact that they did Donatello first. So there it is, my friends, Man-At-Arms in his final form from Mattel's Turtles of Grayskull, which is Masters of the Universe X Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Look how big this weapon is. It's bananas. I love this. I'm so happy about the mashup. I think that Mattel's doing a fantastic job, but I'd love to know what you think, my friends. Drop a comment below letting me know what you think of Mattel's Turtles of Grayskull toy line. That's crazy. I love this so much. If you're new to Toy Box Nostalgia, you love to see stuff like this show up into your newsfeed, please consider hitting that subscribe button. We have loads of content coming up. If you like the content of this video, please consider hitting the thumbs up button. Really helps me out. And yeah, thanks so much again for sticking to the end, my friends. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your week, and remember, collect and shoot.